have been slain. You have been slain. You have been slain. You have been slain.
Good day guys, nice to have you here. Today we will have another Sun video, but instead of focusing on items and other aspects of building Sun, we will discuss the art of split pushing and macro management,
Squirrel tactic!
aka macro gameplay. This is going to be the ideal video in discussing this because this was a very challenging game due to a couple of reasons. One, I committed several mistakes.
I don't know how I could be so stupid.
And 2, 4 of the enemy heroes were good counters against Sun. First mistake I made is my emblem. Since the enemy team had a threatening lineup, I should have equipped Mage Killer instead of Killing Spree. When I played this game, my attention span was poor since I was falling asleep every few minutes.
Your eyelids so heavy, they're drooping.
Now kids, like I always say, Sun is ideally better in the jungle. Why? In order for you to avoid head-to-head combat against heroes that are stronger than you on the early game. Xborg is a perfect example. While I don't consider him as a hard counter against Sun, but he has significant lead in terms of lane management versus Sun on the early game.
Initiate retreat.
This is why if you're playing Sun as a solo laner or XP laner, I really recommend Arrival. People usually think it's for split pushing only or turning structures immune to damage. But one of the key advantages of Arrival is XP and gold gaining. I was behind in XP and gold earlier, but because of Arrival, I was able to gain a significant lead. Before we continue though, I want to give my shoutouts to Wisdom Wizza. Thank you so much for always supporting the channel. You're awesome. We also have Glunum, and he too hosts a YouTube channel, so make sure to give him some love.
Attack the turtle!
Initiate ally has slain the turtle. Initiate attack. Initiate retreat.
Now, because of efficiently rotating between the lane and major objectives, I was able to gain a significant lead versus Xborg. This lead will be sufficient in helping me avoid getting left behind.
Wait.
I didn't follow Xborg anymore because I know Link can secure that kill. I'm positive I won't be able to get the kill anymore, which is why I decided to return to the minions instead. That way I will gain from assisting Ling and taking down Xborg, and I will also gain from the minions close to my turret. Because of my decision, I was able to gain 114 more gold and additional experience. That, kids, is one example of good macro gaming.
Thank you. Unstable. You have slain an enemy. An ally has been slain. Launch. Attack.
I heard Bane taking a purple buff and also noticed that his teammates were duking it out with Angela and the others. This is a golden chance for me to take the middle turret. The mid lane is a very important lane because it opens up better map control for the team, which destroys the turrets in that location. It's already 6 minutes into the game. This is when Xborg's advantage over Sun is no longer as relevant as before. This is also one of the reasons why I only consider Xborg as a viable counter, but not exactly a perfect counter or a hard counter. Contrary to popular belief, there are more better counters against Sun. Some examples are Pokito, Bane, Fanny, and many more heroes that deal burst AoE damage. I died on that encounter, but was it worth it? And actually, it is. Why? Luyi was the one who took me down, and even if Luyi gains more items than she should, she won't be much of a threat unlike other heroes like Bane. In addition to that, the gap between me and X-Borg was maintained, which will even make it harder for him to go head to head against Sun.
Killing spree! Launch attack! You have slain an enemy! Shut down! An enemy has been sorry. I'll take the orange side.
Never quick cast your skill, always aim and drag. Otherwise, you might end up misfiring your skill towards the incorrect target. Man, I really need to sleep more. For those who are not aware yet, Arrival has the ability to render allied units, including structures, immune to damage.
I'm invincible!
Which is why, despite being close to the turret, I decided to use Arrival in order to protect it from the heroes attacking it. I am not sure if this is a bug or if MOONTON changed how the turret behaves when Sun uses his ultimate around the turret. For the first time, it prioritized the real Sun even though I didn't attack Luyi. Look at the minimap. As you can see, Cyclops is on the top lane alone.
I'm so lonely.
He is a far easier target than Hanzo and Ling, therefore the chances of him getting ganked is high. Which is why it's best if I head towards that lane in order to ensure that somebody will be left in order to defend the turret. This is where Sun's edge is felt as well. In addition to being a good lane pusher, he is also an excellent defender due to his potential to outplay multiple enemies. After taking Cyclops down, they saw Angela on the middle lane, which means there's a possibility they will gank her. They will be pretty confident since Cyclops is dead, therefore we don't have our hard crowd controller. This gives me more chance of further pushing the top lane.
You destroy the turret! Enemy rampage!
This is what it means to have good map awareness. Not only was I able to cause significant damage to the top lane, I was able to successfully defend the bottom lane as well. This is one of the best qualities of Sun. Unlike other split pushers, he has an amazing escape mechanism. While it's true that it'll be challenging for him to take down Bane, but the point is, he was able to cause significant contribution and survive, which means he will be able to sustain his contribution in lane management.
Your team destroyed a turret!
At this point, it's pretty obvious that the game is ours.
We're gonna win even if I have to go into the auditorium and personally jerk off every guy in the audience.
An ally has slain four! You have slain an enemy!
Be patient. Eventually, they will have to leave the bottom lane since the Lord is getting close to their lane. This is why you should never push the same lane the Lord is pushing. If you do, you are lessening the map coverage of your team. Instead, occupy the lane the Lord is not on. This will force your enemies to make the tough decision of choosing which lane they will sacrifice.
Mega kill! An enemy has been slain! Your team destroyed a turret!
This is what makes the Bruiser build amazing. Your main purpose is to impose intimidation on the opposing team and become as annoying as possible, or catch their attention and still survive the encounter. While your kills may not be as many as the typical damage dealer or damage type build, but if you play Sun strategically, this build will grab you more victories whether you are countered or not. That concludes our game guide for today. I hope this video has taught you a lot of things, especially when it comes to macro management. Do you guys have anything else to add? If you do, be sure to leave your thoughts on the comment section below, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe, everyone. Peace.